Welcome one and welcome all. What's going on, guys? It's first episode of Inside Me, and I'm super excited. Never really done anything like this before. Kind of don't even really know where to start. I didn't know if I wanted to get equipment or just run it off my iPhone. I said, fuck it. I'm just going to run it off my iPhone, get the first episode in, and kind of keep that momentum going. So I really want to thank everybody for showing up to this first episode. Should be coming up on YouTube here any day now. I'll definitely post it on that Instagram, Thicky Nicky. First Thick is with 3 C's, K-Y, and then N-I-C-K. Sorry, 2 C's, K-Y on Instagram. You guys have already probably followed it if you guys are definitely showing up to this podcast and listening to this. So thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and kick it off, man. Look, a lot of stuff has been changing for me. I just got back from some work stuff. I was away for a little bit. Coming back, dude, couldn't be fucking funnier. The kids are so much bigger now. They're all speaking. It's hilarious. Kids have this weird thing, right, where they start speaking and they're putting sentences together, but they don't know like the context or like situation they should use those. Like for example, Lennon's been fucking killing me every single time he says he doesn't know how to do something. First, I don't want him to have those like negative thoughts. So like part of me, like the nice guy in me, really wants him to just like not have the self-doubt. Like I feel like that's a lot like of what holds people back from what they want to do, right? But then you have the other side of me, which is like the Jersey dude who really just doesn't want to hear somebody speak retarded. So I'm conflicted. And when Lennon says he can't do something, he says I can't know how, right? And it's I mean, we obviously know it's not English, right? But it's his English. I mean, he's only been using words for maybe like 2 or 3 years now. So it's like to expect him to form these sentences is ridiculous, but it's even more ridiculous to have like whole ass conversations with somebody who's speaking improper English. It's like if you've ever met somebody who's like outside, who's like not from America, and they have an accent, and you kind of pick up that accent. So I've found myself straight up talking to like grown ass people in that like third person, like daddy's going to the bathroom or whatever for my daughter, and to Lennon, because he's doing the same thing, my son. We're having this weird banter between really shitty sentences, and I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so like he sometimes corrects me on things, and it's fucking hysterical. But to come back home and have them like super super big, and they're both talking really well. They're counting to 10, they're counting to 20. A lot's changing in their lives, and a lot's changing in my life and my wife's life. But it's amazing to come back to that. And I thought it was fucking hysterical to come home and have a conversation with Lennon about what he wanted to do, my boy. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Look, the last 3 weeks, I think, is how long I've actually been home. It's been pretty ridiculous trying to catch back up into the swing of things back at the home front. It's hilarious though, because on top of all this stress, we just had a dog that passed away last year, and instead of like kind of calming down and getting things back out of a stressful area, my wife, of course, wanted to immediately get another animal, which we have 2 cats. We had 1 dog, now we have 2. And potty training and just, I get it, the dog's cute and it's hilarious, but women love to just complain about how stressed they are, but they're the first ones, and this isn't even women, this is people like see one thing and on like an impulse buy or something silly, like they just literally just buy shit just to buy shit. I guess everybody just kind of buys shit to buy shit. I bought a patch for, I think, like, I don't know, fucking $20. The patch wasn't $20, but The whole order, I think, was like $30. So I guess we're all kind of impulse buying. I guess the only difference is that, hey, mine wasn't supposed to be $80 and ended up as $360, huh? That's double the price, if not, my math's not too good, triple the goddamn price. So, look, Poppy was a little upset that we had to get a new dog, but the fucker's cute. What do you want from me? Does he whine and shit all over the house and I've been doing nothing but cleaning up poop for the past week and a half? Yes. But, super cool. He's actually starting to play now with my other animals. The cats have actually pieced him up like 4 times. Set tripping. He doesn't know what the hell he wants. He's just kind of diving in and out from the cats. And they're giving him the 3-piece and the chicken. We're giving him the old Jorge Masvidal action. And it's pretty fucking hilarious to watch that happen. Meanwhile, he's also catching the work from my other dog. She's a beagle, and the one that we got is a Catalina wine mixer. No, it's a Catahoula leopard dog. It's like the Louisiana state dog. But he's all black. We showed up too late, and we couldn't get any of the spotted ones. We thought the spotted ones were like really cool looking. And my last dog, his name was DK for Dark Knight. I'm a big DC fan. And dude, we show up to this shelter or whatever. And look, I'm a little hungover. Yes, I had missed some training in the morning. Show up, and this dog's name from the Foster family is Batman because he's like all black. And it obviously called to me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go look at the Batman dog. And we look at him. Healthy, he's fine. Kids loved him. So we had to wait a week, and this was after I had already got kicked in the nuts paying the extra money, but it was totally worth it. I think it covers like the spade or neuter. It's a him, right? So it's a neuter. Yeah, spades for female dogs. Yeah, but either way, I think it covers that and like all the shots. So it was cool. It's whatever. The kids are in fucking love with him though. They will not let him sleep. It's hilarious. Could you imagine like every 3 hours or whatever you're trying to take a nap, the kids just won't let you sleep? You have like somebody that just wakes you up every 3 hours? It'd be fucking ridiculous. Like right when you close your eyes, you thought you were about to get some deep sleep, and you have like this unibrowed, crazy-haired kid just staring you in the face, petting your ears. That's my son. My son's got like the Luigi, like classic, like if you're from Jersey, he looks like he works at a Tony's Pizza, covered in like flour from the fucking crust or whatever it's called, the dough that they're making. Like if I just added some white powder to my son, he would literally look like his name should be fucking Ezio. And he's from, Naples, or that's not even where they make pizza. I guess all of Italy makes pizza, right? But you get what I'm saying. He looks like his name should be like Monaco or fucking Anthony Costanza or something like that. That's what my son looks like, minus the crazy hair. He gets the crazy hair from my wife's side. She's Dominican and Filipino. It's like curly hair, so he's got this like really cool Islander look. Super jealous. Kid's gonna be handsome. I don't think he realizes it though. He's like super awkward. There's one time there was one time where my wife took him this is hilarious, especially like in today's climate, this is not like wow, man, he's so innocent. So my son associated with like brown, like with chocolate, right? And he's sitting in this waiting room, and it's fucking hysterical, only because my wife's sitting there awkwardly next to this couple. And they just had a baby, and my daughter's there for an appointment, and my son's like, again, just figuring out how to speak. He was like maybe a year deep. He knew words. He could form maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 sentences. And if you overloaded him, like that was it. Like You were just going to get a whole bunch of either no's, yeah, or like, and Len sitting in this waiting room. He's like standing up next to the chair. He looks at my wife. And he looks at the baby. He looks back at my wife, and my wife, like the way she described it, it was like a slow motion scene. She could see like what was going to come out of his mouth, but she thought it was going to be a question. And Lennon goes, "Oh, there's a baby over there." And my wife, like me and my wife, we always try to affirm our kids when they say, like, we don't want to ignore our kids, right? It's super weird when you just like see a couple that just like in public ignores their kids. Like, we ignore them at the house, but come on, you don't have to ignore them out in public. That's where people can see. If you're gonna be a shitty parent like us, like, just do it behind closed doors. I think. I don't know. I don't even really know if we're shitty, but we're definitely over a lot of their speaking, dude. Like I said before, like the kids are they're firing off at the rapid with just words. They're not even formed all the way. It's not fully formed sentences. They're just fucking him have, but also, but then he doesn't even know, but also. And you're like, those were literally nothing but adjectives. And they go, schmagrictives? And no, dude, like adjectives, like, you know, adverbs, whatever the fuck. I don't even know. That might not even be proper grammar. I don't even know. But back to the story. So she thought he was going to ask a question. And off rip, Lenny goes, "That's a baby? Question mark?" And my wife, affirming that, goes, "Yep, that's a baby." And he goes, "Him have chocolate face?" Now, if you guys could see me, hopefully I'll get the camera soon, the most blank fucking angry stare I think you could ever give somebody. My son was immediately snatched up. My wife awkwardly smiled at the couple. You can obviously assume what color skin they were. But it was just fucking so innocent that, like, we're not fucking racist. Nobody's racist. If you're racist in 2020, like, why? How the fuck, like, how do you not know about the internet and just racial, like, I don't even know how to fucking word this shit. It's just like racism is ridiculous. Nor do we instill that in our kids. So it's just like hilarious watching or like thinking about my wife like sitting in this like waiting room with this like black family, staring at them, thinking that the awkwardness of this conversation just came from a fucking 3-year-old, 3.5-year-old, which is hysterical to me because I would have thought it was fucking hilarious. And I'm pretty sure the family probably thought it was hilarious if they knew my son's situation with the whole words and the not being able to use them, right? It's not like this is a grown-ass man talking about chocolate face. He's a 3.5-year-old, and he goes, "Hey, Mom, that's a baby?" And she goes, "Yep." And he goes, "Oh, him have chocolate face?" And I'm sure my wife's never been more embarrassed in her life. But that's what it's like when you have kids. They just fire off with random ass sentences. You don't know who's going to get in trouble. You know? You accidentally teach your kid the word fucking cocaine, you might end up doing fucking 3 years because the cops nowadays are, you know, ready to subdue people who are acting aggressive. And all because my son said, you know, cocaine on a traffic stop, and he's not even supposed to know what that word means. He probably didn't even mean to say cocaine. He probably meant to say, like, fucking choo-choo train, and the fucking cop would just, you know, take that as, I don't even know procedures like that for cops. But it's fucking hysterical. Like, kids are just forming their sentences. They're just using them. It's fucking hysterical. And my daughter, I think, is kind of turning out the same way. She's just kind of firing off with words in no particular order. And it's hilarious to watch them, like, learn what words mean and understand how to communicate things. So that's what's kind of cool about it. But it's also hilarious trying to watch them, like, figure out. Like, if you ask them a question they've never heard before, you can see the gears turning behind their eyeballs. And they're, like, searching around the room for, like, what words they should use. damn, I really wish I had a camera. Fucking hysterical, dude. They're kind of like awkwardly like looking around you. They're looking at like everything except you. Like when you guys were doing when you guys would do shit like problems as a kid, and like math problems, and your mom or parent or whoever was like helping you study, like you remember being like 3. I don't know if this was just me, but like you guys remember being like in 3rd grade and you're learning multiplication. It's fucking new. You don't know. It's a fucking X now. I don't know. I know up and down X's, which is the plus, and I know the X without the fucking other line, which is the minus. I'm looking at my mom, and she's like, what's fucking 4 times 5? Fucking 20. But then like anything higher than that, I was fucked. I think I knew 6 times 6, but I was fucked. I would like stare at my mom until she like started saying the words that I was gonna say. And I think it was just a confidence issue as a kid. I don't know. I never thought of myself as one of the smarter kids, and I still say that to this day. I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the room. I usually keep my mouth shut when I have to. But my mouth also gets me in trouble. So I didn't want to fire off with the wrong fucking math problem and get yelled at, so I was scared. And I feel like I'm kind of doing the same thing with my kid now. And it feels weird because as much as I want him to be smart and I want him to be extremely successful, sometimes you got to understand kids are fucking retarded, dude. Kids are silly. Kids are fucking silly gooses, dude. Imagine, like, think about it. Like, you take yourself back and imagine having to teach somebody, a grown adult, to wipe their ass, right? And I'm not like saying that there's anything wrong with that, or like adults who don't know how to wipe their own ass. There's a problem with them, maybe. I don't know. Some people jump into shit late. I didn't know how to drive a stick until I was fucking a year ago, not even 6 months ago. I was 26 years old when I learned how to drive a manual car. So, I mean, if you're not wiping your ass now and you're an adult, you should probably get on that. But also, hey, think about how you would explain that on a like first or kindergarten level on how to wipe your ass. You have all these intricacies that you fucking conduct while you're on the toilet, but what if, hey, you and your partner have never discussed how you actually wipe your ass? What if you're married to somebody and you've been married to them for about 7 years, 6 years, and you find out they just ball the toilet paper up and wipe their ass? Gross. Super gross. You're just mushing poop against your dry butthole. Now, is it nice to have some wipes around? Yes. But some people don't know about the fucking, like, delicacies of the wet wipe. Some people, they only want to wash their kitchen counter with them. They only want to wipe their phone, or they only want to wipe the, like, dashboard of their car. No. Those things are for the hiney hole, the dirt star, the fucking chocolate starfish, if you will. Those things are awesome. You get it wet, no homo, or all the homo, pause, I don't care. You get the hiney hole wet, you wipe that motherfucker, you dab it with some dry stuff. And now you're clean as a whistle, right? I'm trying to get this across to my kids. They don't understand. And with females, so sorry. You guys like have an order that you have to like wipe. Like you can't go back to front or you'll get stuff in there. Never thought about that as a kid coming up. But like now, like being a parent, like this forces me into it. Being a parent, dude, it makes you so much more like, what is it, sympathetic? Empathetic? I don't know. Either one of those. It makes you like so much more like cognizant of like how other people feel. It really does. Because like you understand like how shit was, and then like you have a kid like kind of disrupting everything. Not that that's like a bad thing. Because I fucking love my kids and I do anything for them. But fuck, do they fuck some shit up. I was today in class, dude, I just started like jiu-jitsu I shouldn't say just started. Like last year I started jiu-jitsu. And the gym I go to, the kids have class, but then like like by the time I'm like they're done with their class, I have about 2 hours of classes left. So they're just like super disruptive, and it's disruptive to me because I kind of really can't think about what I'm doing in class. But also like I like having them there because they see like my dedication to the like martial art. But either way, like getting back to it is like think about how you would tell somebody who barely uses words, right? And you don't know sign language. They don't know sign language. You would just be moving your hands around. Like how to wipe their ass. First of all, if you are a musher, right? Like if you take toilet paper and you ball it up and you just wipe your butt, like I think you're a Neanderthal, right? Like you should be kind of folding that stuff up and like making it neat. So this way it kind of drops into the bowl a little bit easier too, I think. I think like the ergonomics on it. And when you fold it, dude, you don't risk as much like penetration. Pause. Unpause. That wasn't that gay. But I'm not like wiping terribly hard. But there have been times where like it's dry and like the dry paper isn't moving the way you need it to. So like you kind of tear through it. And sure, you give your finger a little kiss. But whatever. Happens. Not gay. Or maybe. I think it's only gay if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it surprises you and you fucking, it's probably time to do some soul searching, you know? I didn't like it. I didn't like, I shouldn't even say penetrate. I like blew it a kiss. There's been times, yeah. I like wiped my butt. You know what I'm saying? It just broke through the paper. Broke through the paper. That's hilarious. Yeah, so no, look. That's so fucking funny. No, that's good. No, but like imagine. Think about other things you guys do throughout the day that you'd have to like teachers. Teachers definitely don't get paid enough. I grew up in like the hood. Like, but it was weird. We had like a cabbage patch of like personalities because we had some people who were like from the no shit hood and they were like slinging dope. But then we also had like really preppy, like blue collared families who like had a little bit more than others. I wouldn't say they were living like lavish, but they were definitely comfortable. And their kids were playing lacrosse and stuff. And then you had kind of like the middle guys. Like I wouldn't say we were rich. I don't know how comfortable we were. Obviously, I wasn't handling finances back then, but you know, my mom tried her best to like get us stuff that we needed. Like we always got the freshest fits back in like the beginning of the school year. Back to school shopping, son. Get the fresh binders, maybe a new book bag if you needed it because you got like jumped or something. That'd be super fun. And then you go, and like me and my brother, we would get like Fox or Hurley. My brother was Hurley because when my mom was doing laundry, she knew everything was Fox, that was mine. And then my brother, everything that was Hurley was his. So I'm like sitting here complaining, but like we were getting like, I think those were like $55 jeans. Dude, I was tearing holes in them because I skated and stuff. Shit was crazy. So I should say we lived comfortable. I don't know. I had a really good childhood though. Well, like high school. High school was really fun for me. That shit's crazy. But like I think about it day to day, like, because I'm eventually gonna have to teach the kids most of what they do. I mean, minus calculus, it's me and my wife. You know, I don't even know calculus. Shit's crazy. I think I kind of gave up on it once they started adding letters. But I shouldn't even say that because I still did algebra. And you had like the sin, what was that? Like the graph stuff. I wasn't into that. I could fucking PEMDAS like a motherfucker though. Back in the day. PEMDAS. I could do that. I still kind of fuck that acronym up now, actually. I'm a grown ass adult. I'm a grown ass adult. Yo, have you guys ever thought, like, there was one time I was like cleaning the kids up. And you know that saying that like your parents have, where it's like, it's nothing I haven't seen before. Bro, my dumbass thought, like, in my head, like when they said that, it was like, oh, okay, like growing up, they were like, oh, like they've seen it before, like on other people. Bro, you forget that like your parents have been your parents the whole time, and they look at your dick and shit, like when they were cleaning you. So like I forgot, like they literally, like legitimately, on me, my body, it's nothing they haven't seen before. I was thinking about that the other day because my stupid ass, like, until like 3 years ago, I was doing like the fucking like Bill and Ted, like Keanu Reeves head bounce, when I fucking realized that like, whoa, like my fucking, they meant me, stupid. Like they've seen me before. I mean, obviously they've seen other adults naked, but like me, like specifically. So that shit was hilarious. Cause like I just started laughing to myself. My wife asked, like, what are you laughing at? Explain the situation. It's ridiculous. Stupid. It's fucking retarded. But yeah, dude, like, this podcast is like really fun. Cause I get to like look at a lot of the stuff that's going on now. And like, I think we can all agree that cops killing people or anybody killing anybody is kind of ridiculous. Actually, it's not kind of. It is ridiculous. Like, murderers should go to jail. And it's fucking dumb. But, yeah, I really don't even really know how to feel on it. Like, I'm not well versed in Black history. Grew up in the hood, and I think, like, growing up in the hood definitely makes you realize that like there is a difference. But bro, I think it made me somewhat, like, it gave me the humor I have now. Cause like, dude, have you ever been a white person like riding your bike through the hood? There were so many fucking people sitting on their porch, just like, what it do? What's up, white boy? And you start pedaling faster. You know what I'm talking about? They're trying to holler. I mean, they're probably really nice people, but like, you know, I was a skinny, like 135 pound, 45 pound fucking kid. I had gold handlebars, dude. I had like a BMX bike, and I'd fucking carry my skateboard on my backpack. And yeah, dude, I was terrified to get jumped. Happened a couple times, but it's whatever, dude. You know, it made me hard. That shit's fucking hysterical. Have you ever accidentally looked at somebody for too long? And like they're like, you're white and like you're in the hood? Bro, that shit is so awkward. Like, it helped me live through some of the funniest encounters I think I've ever had. Like, any awkward engagement where I think I'm having too much eye contact, it's hilarious because nobody will ever like instill as much fear as, like, in me as a 45-year-old black man who's asking what the fuck I'm looking at when I'm like, I don't know, 12 or 13. That shit's, it's hysterical. Just imagine, like, I don't even know, like, the body type. Like, imagine Denzel Washington, but like with an attitude. Just fucking staring at you, bro. That shit's terrifying. You guys have never seen The Equalizer? The Equalizer staring at you, bro? Asking what the fuck you're looking at? I'm gonna fucking walk away before he grabs the sledgehammer off the fucking Home Depot, like, hardware section. Fucking terrifying. So now, like, it's really hard to kind of get me rattled when it comes to the no contact stuff, I guess. But even that, like even then, like now I'm training and I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with like getting hit and like learning how to respond to things, and it's super fun. I've been doing it for like the last year. I'm doing like MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out here, and it's super fun. Like there's a huge learning curve to it, but I think if you practice enough, I mean, I guess this is like that. Oh, it's like every motivational speaker. Never fucking do what you don't want to do. Always fucking live your life the way you want to live your life. That's fucking gay, because you can't. Not realistically. But I think if you put enough time into it and you care about it enough, it'll happen. I'm trying to go for my blue belt right now. I've been doing it for about like a year. And it's fucking sick. I'm having fun. I think the idea is like to stay invested in it. If you do it too much, like I remember like month number 1, I was like in an actual triangle. Like because of my job, like I've been in a triangle before, but like it was done all loosey-goosey. Like I remember being put into a triangle and I'm staring at another man's face as I slowly like feel the blood rush to my forehead. That might not sound fun, but it's fucking hysterical when you think about it. Like you're in this white jumpsuit you've never been in before. You're kind of scared because everybody in there, you think you can kind of like whip your ass. You realize that like white belts are like just in the same situation you are. They're all trying to learn, but we're all at, like the white belts I think is really cool because it's like everybody's at a different level. Like we all suck, but everybody's at a different level in certain things as a white belt. Like the blue belts, you understand. Like if you're a blue belt, you should be able to tap the white belts. If you're a purple belt, you should be able to tap the blue belts, so on and so forth. So like it's really cool to see people like progress, especially like I was gone for a really long time, almost a year, and like to come back and see like where some of the guys are at, it's super hilarious. Because then like I jump back in and I barely had any training and I'm just getting like literally like, have you guys ever had your throat put on, like had your throat choked so much that snot comes out of your nose? It's hilarious. And the Coach Nate, Sensei Nate, one of my favorite phrases he says literally is choke the snot out of somebody. And that like it clicked in me. It clicked in me like fucking 3 months ago. I was sitting thinking about it. Yeah, choking the snot out of you is because you can't fucking breathe. So all the air you have left just comes out of your nose. Super fucking funny, dude. You're in these weird positions and like your head's on the mat. You got somebody's balls in your face. And you're like trying to breathe on this mat in this weird jumpsuit you've never been in before. But I promise you, if you stick it out, if you're new to it, or if you haven't done it yet and you're interested in it, you got to do it. Super fun. It'll especially look if you're trying to be anything. I think it really instills like work ethic. It's that like if the more work you put into it, the better off it's gonna be. It's fucking so much fun, and you get to watch your kids do it if you have any. When you get to watch your kids do it, it's so much more funny because like the coaches will talk to the kids, and they're like, "Hey, what'd you guys do this weekend?" And my son, being fucking silly, goes, "Pancakes." Hey, that's not a fucking sentence. You said a statement, and your statement didn't fit with the fucking question. Let's try that again. You know what he says? Poopy butt. And he says it just like that. Poopy butt. And meanwhile, my daughter is in the background just screaming, "Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby." She's just using words too. We literally look like a retarded fire team. It's like we're like this group of 4. My wife, God like help her, she's socially awkward as well. We signed my kid up. This is fucking hysterical. I forgot about this. We signed my kid up, my oldest. He's doing like a Little League baseball. And we had been going there for like 3 months. I think we had only missed like 1 or 2 practices. So like every week, every Saturday, we were there to watch my son pretend to play baseball as we paid, I don't know, $50 or $60 like a week or something like that. I forget what it was. but it's fucking dumb. Like, I could have easily done this in the backyard myself, so I was already pissed when I had to go, so I just wanted to support my son and watch him hit this ball that was set up for him. So, at the end of it all, everybody gets their fucking participation trophies, and I could tell my wife was having a conversation in her head. She wanted to, like, map out what she wanted to say before she said it, and I see her going through the motions. I got a friend down who's also like hanging out with us and decided to come with his family to like Lennon's last game. When I fucking tell you guys to imagine you're on second base in this like little league field for baseball and the coach of the team is packing up her shit, my wife awkwardly steps up behind her and goes, "So you gonna give it to me or what?" The most blank stare and fear came across this coach's face because she's looking at her as if she's talking about rape, murder. She doesn't know what the fuck Priscilla's talking about, my wife. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She just comes up to her, "You gonna give it to me?" Pure fear across this woman's face. She looks at her and goes, like stammers on her words and goes, "What?" My wife goes, your phone number." She gives her phone number, and walking away, I instantly told Priscilla, "Why'd you do it like that? And hey, don't expect her to answer your fucking texts." So that's what we are. We're like this little like band of four just awkwardly doing shit. I have awkward experiences all the time. You guys ever farted in public? I'm sure you have. Mine are ridiculously loud when it's ridiculously quiet. Sometimes I feel like I can control my farts, but not all the time. Not all the time. And I thought I would have like a little bit of a flow to it. Did it today. Got crushed. Rolling with a bigger dude. Crushed. Farted. Farted on the mat. Hey, the building was silent other than, guess what? My kids screaming. Fucking ridiculous. So when you think about it, yeah, we're like a crazy little group of four. We're all socially awkward. I'm creating the situations to cause the awkwardness that my wife may or may not have to deal with. There are times, I remember when my wife was pregnant, I would stare at other kids, not in the creepy way, but kind of. I would stare at other kids. I was genuinely happy. I was ready to be a father. But then Priscilla would catch me, like my wife would catch me looking at other people's kids. And it was creepy. Hey, don't fucking stare at my kid. And I'd be like, oh, it's just so young. It's like what that one comedian says. Like you can't say young twice. Like you can say like, oh yeah, he's young. And that's fine. Leave it at that. Looking at those young kids over there. But as soon as you add like two youngs, look at that young kid. So creepy. And I made sure I stayed away from that. Super gross. Didn't like it. So I stopped doing it. Once we had my son, I can't stand looking at fucking kids. They've ruined it for me. But they've also made it the coolest thing ever. Parenting is the shit. Especially when you go outside and you fucking interact with public or other people. See, I can't even fucking speak. You interact with other people, dude, shit's hysterical, dude. Because you see the little things that they pick up and they have conversations with like other people. It's fucking hysterical. We're going to get into this ad real quick. Dudette and Bros. It's to inspire, fulfill, strengthen, and I fucked that up. And to strengthen the degenerate side of the fitness and military community with sick clothing, cool swag, thoughtfulness, and bring a positive outlook Do you dig good music, hoppy beer, and coffee? Then give them a follow. They're right there on Instagram. I put them in my story. If you guys look on it, I think I'll probably re-add it. But Dudette and Bros Company, CO, on Instagram. They're fucking awesome. Some of their merch. If you use the promo code INSIDEME, that's capital INSIDEME 10, you'll get 10% off all purchases in your overall order. Really can't wait to see you guys rep a lot of this stuff. Their merch, dude, they got sick tanks. Are you guys tank people? I'm a tank person, especially in the summer. Their t-shirts are awesome, and it's a really fun company. They're like, it's all about fitness and philosophical fucking happiness. I don't even know if philosophical would be the word for it, but they're just about having a positive outlook on life, fitness, and kind of interacting that with like your daily life. I think everybody can kind of get bogged down on that. So go ahead and give them a follow. They have their own website. Go to their Instagram page. It's right there in the link. Again, Inside Me 10 to get 10% off all merch and orders. Appreciate it. Oh man, so where were we? Oh, that's right, we were doing the kids stuff. Well, look, it's been super fun starting this up. I kind of wanted to talk about the startup on this. I'm really not doing anything special. I'm in voice memos right now. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. And anybody who wants to get out there and do a podcast, man, it is the joke. Like, anybody can have a podcast. I think it's also just having super fun stuff. So I really want to thank everybody for coming out. I wanted to do a section called Lookin Boy. I was in my car the other day, and I forgot that I had this song on there. And it's by Young Jock. Young Jock, I believe, is who it is. And who else? I think it's the Style Boys. Style Boys. Either way, the song goes so fucking hard, right? So what I want you guys to do is in the comments below, either roast me if you know me, right? Or I want you guys to start sending me pictures in my DMs on Instagram of people who are getting roasted. If you guys don't know the song, it's literally a whole song by Young Jock and Hot Styles where they're roasting each other. It's like the first song where people were getting roasted in the song. It's fucking hysterical, especially if you watch the music video. The music video is insane. If you literally just like
PVP, polyethylene glycol, hood, animal skin, sheep's wool, parabens,
ads,
artificial colorants,
fucking hate ads. Fuck ads.
It's your boy Young Jock here. Yeah. Welcome to another round of Lookin Boy. For another round of Lookin Boy.
Another round of Lookin Boy.
I'm about to introduce y'all to some of the coolest cats I ever met from the Midwest. Hot style them. They say
shit goes so hard.
You and
shit goes so hard
for the world. It's so wait, nobody ever did it before. Let's go. I said
I'm with it if you with it. Pouring them out. So if you guys could do that, leave them in the comments, or dude, just tag me in pictures where it's like Lookin Boy. Just roast the motherfuckers, right? So do me a favor. Thank you. I wanna thank everybody for showing up to this first episode. I hope you guys follow me throughout my the rest of the episodes. Episode 2 should be coming next week. I'm gonna try and do these weekly, and hit me up on Instagram if you guys have any ideas or you guys want to see anything in the show. I promise I'm going to try and get video here soon. I kind of want to get my studio set up a little bit more, have something to actually look at before I even start messing with the video stuff, because what's the point of just looking at my the nose that never flows but always shows, right? Like, so until then, I'm going to keep it to audio, and Again, thank you guys for showing up to the first episode. See ya!